Hey y'all, what's going on? My name is Christopher Vu Gannon-Lay, and I'm here today to talk about iPhone photography. Specifically, portrait lighting mode, which comes on the 8 Plus and the upcoming iPhone X. Now, what excites me about this is, the idea that Apple has created this amazing algorithm that will let us hop into a studio and shoot with this and not have to, bring along our big SLRs. Or maybe that we have a mobile studio in our pocket at all times. That would be really, really wonderful. So, we hop in the studio today to see if it really works. Why are we doing this in the first place? Because Apple has spent lots of time developing their new portrait lighting modes, which are currently in beta, and people are rightfully pretty excited about this. And I wanted to see how it holds up to actual portrait lighting. So we're shooting in the cyclorama room in our studio to give Apple's algorithm the opportunity to shine. We've got a nice clean background and plenty of good lights on our subjects. So let's find out if I'm out of a job. We have two amazing artists joining us in the studio, Micah and Ernest. The first thing we'll look at is studio light, which essentially is trying to emulate one big softbox camera right. And here's our shot from the 5D using the 70-200 2.8, a classic portraiture lens. For the iPhone shot, I've lit Micah with some Westcott continuous LED lighting, and we'll take a picture and apply the different lighting scenarios to it on the iPhone. So here's studio light mode from the iPhone. Studio light is my favorite mode, and it's one that I can see using in the real world to add a little bit of punch to snapshots of my kids. To test contour lighting, we're going to bring Ernest in and switch to a gray background. I'm thinking with contour lighting, they're looking for a kind of a beauty dish look. Nice fall off of light and very flattering. And next we're going to take the picture of Ernest with the iPhone and apply the contour mode. These are my favorites from the iPhone set, and they're not terrible. It's possible that what I really want is someone to develop a trigger that will let me use my iPhone with my studio lights. That would let me get shots like this, with all of the light shaping that a good modifier will give you. And finally, the big two that are blowing up your Instagram feed right now, Stage Light and Stage Light Mono. This is a look that, as a theater artist, I really love. But can the iPhone really pull this off? I hope so. Normally, in the studio, I'd use the beauty dish in combination with a few other lights. Some fill light and rim lighting or edge lighting, and a background light to make the subject pop. But today, we're going for just the beauty dish to kind of keep the playing field level. With that one light, you get some amazing drama, and with the beauty dish, you really can shape the shadows around the subject. The iPhone doesn't quite get there. The light behind Micah just kind of disappears at her shoulders. She's coming out of the darkness, which isn't really something that you want in this look. You need some sense of dimension, otherwise your subject looks like they're floating in space, or worse, like they've been cut out using Photoshop. The last mode is Stage Light Monochrome Effect. This is where things kind of fell apart for the iPhone. You see in the shot with the strobes, we have got some lovely subtlety in the way the light falls off of both Ernest and Micah's shoulders. But the iPhone shot looks unnatural. A little bit like Ernest has some weird dust on his face. And this is when it dawned on me, we might be going about this the wrong way. What if instead of helping Apple, the lights that we're using are actually confusing the software? Maybe it's meant to have flat, even light for the photo so that the software can add in the lighting effects later. So we took a few shots outside to find out. And I even took some more over the next few days as I was editing this video. No such luck. The photos do even worse when they have a busy background and still place the light in weird places like a strip of light right down Micah's nose. So to sum up, is machine learning going to replace tens of thousands of dollars of equipment and years of training and experience? Probably not. But what I do find interesting is a feature that isn't even available on my iPhone 8. The upcoming iPhone X will let you use these modes with the front-facing camera as well. So what that means is you get to take selfies using this technology. That about does it for this comparison, and I'll leave you with a few of my favorite shots from both the Canon and the iPhone 8 Plus. What do you think? Leave a comment below to chime in on how Apple stacked up to the big SLR. And here's my last thought. I actually really love this mode. I can't wait to see what Apple does with it over the next year as it analyzes even more photos that people are taking with it. I know one thing. I'll have to keep working on my craft to make sure I can keep up with these fancy learning machines. If you enjoyed this video, drop me a like, and if you want to hear more real-world reviews, hit subscribe. With Gannon-Lay Studios, I'm Christopher Vu Gannon-Lay. See y'all soon!